People think that tower is called Big Ben, but Big Ben is the bell. I'm Martin.
I'm Richard.
And this is Flash Out Heart. Welcome to Flash Out Heart, the fiction writing program that is unique in that, I mean, it's the same as all the others, but, you know, we're going to do it and you might as well just join in. With me is the author, Richard Holliday.
Hello, yourself. I wrote this, go and buy it.
And the author, Adrian Santiago.
I wrote this, go and buy it. Booksbyadrian.com.
And the author, Anne Sophie.
Hey, please. I mean, go buy them.
And the author, Crystal.
I don't have any books to show off, but, you know, it's fine.
I just realized I didn't get a zoom in, so...
And I wrote these.
Do you have to make everything about yourself?
That's the first rule of self-promoting, is talk about yourself all the time.
I think that's the first rule of annoying other people. You got something confused there.
The same book, to be honest. Martin,
Rich, explain how Flash Out works.
Hold on, we haven't talked about your books. Please.
No, we haven't.
I have them.
Also, there's a cat behind Crystal. Look.
Yes, Ezra. Oh.
No? Okay, fine.
She hates you?
She's already had a lot of cuddles in like the last hour, so she's peopled out.
Sad.
I know that feeling. Not the cuddles, the being peopled out thing.
I exist on coffee. That's pretty much how I people.
Same.
Dickie, the rules.
The rules? I didn't write them down. This is nominally a flash fiction writing show, and we're going to have some chit-chatter about topics, so get your thinking caps on, people. Then we're going to have 10 minutes of terrifying writing time, after which we will then... what are we doing again? We'll chat some more. Oh, there's the Wheel of Genres as well. We forgot about that. That's very important to this whole thing. You can stick to your assigned genre, or in Martin's case, just ignore the rules completely. And then there'll be another 20 minutes. No, there'll be another 10 minutes, 20 minutes total. I don't know how this works anymore. And then we'll read the stories out. And then hopefully we will all live to tell the tale. Martin, what could possibly go wrong? What could possibly go wrong?
Yeah, I'm still confused, but that's all right.
There's no card game either because Adrian's a wuss.
Hey, man, it's your show. What are you talking about? This is your house, Martin.
Yeah,
so,
Martin.
Do what you want.
Let's have suggestions for prompts. That would be great. Then we're going to assign everyone a genre to write in. Then we're going to write for 10 minutes. We're going to have a bit of a break and check everyone's doing okay. Flash fiction isn't too much. No one spent too much of their weekend streaming and had a breakdown. And we're going to write for another 10 minutes.
Why would I have a breakdown?
And then we're going to read some flash fiction.
I would almost go as far as to say that I'm not the most mentally insane person on the stream.
Who is then?
Take a look around.
I see we're going to cause trouble, aren't we? If you're new here and you haven't subscribed to Martin's channel, whose reputation we are possibly ruining, go and do that now. Martin, do you have anything else to promote?
The things, get them quickly.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah. And she's got the glossy version of book 1.
Yeah, because I'm a bad friend and I didn't buy it until recently. Is that what you're saying? Adrian, do you have something to say?
Or sell?
Why would you ask me that?
Oh, I read it in your eyes, you know. There was nothing else.
I was putting out a vibe.
Getting
Hey,
that kind of-
y'all! If you're on the fence about buying my book, which is the ebook is on sale, 50% off. It's $4.99 right now, which is awesome. But if you're on the fence, this one's free. It's the prologue short story. Get it free this whole week, and then that will also give you 3 sample chapters, and that'll make you fall in love with the characters. And then you'll have no choice, and you'll have to buy the novel. So
Which
I
at that
got
point
you.
isn't on sale anymore, right? Great tactic.
If you get it during the same week, it'll still be on sale. Stop revealing my strategies.
Yes, Anne.
Sorry.
We've been live
Perhaps
for
a
6 minutes.
door-to-door salesman would be a good prompt.
Would it be? Doesn't everyone hate them? Oh, whoever gets
do.
Sula can murder them. Whoever gets Romans can. You know, them.
Type that in the chat.
But what if I get romance and then it just turns into a porn?
Well, it is what it is. It's Martin's
Rude.
channel. He was like, I'm not monetized anyway, so pop off.
I don't think we've had anything too explicit on here before, Martin, have we?
Yet.
Just
Yeah.
hope
The
and
only
pray that
person
I.
who's come close is Shannon, unexpectedly.
What?
I can see that.
Yeah, look up the last episode. She, got a bit
Whenever
spicy.
that was.
Yeah.
She
Not
was
high.
a spicy meatball. We've got a real person in the chat.
Ah.
Hannah's here. We love
Hi,
Hannah.
Are
Hannah.
Adrian and I not real people?
Apparently not.
Well, you're usually a figment of my imagination.
If you
Anne.
have to ask.
I don't know what that means.
I think the door-to-door salesman could be quite fun. Imagine if you got the romance. or
Are
the
we
horror.
the salesman or is there a salesman at our door? Are we the door?
You are adorable, and
It's up to you. That's how writing
Aw.
works.
yeah, it's up to you. That's where the creativity comes in, and it's where you have to actually, think.
I don't like that.
How about a mermaid has to get a certificate?
Oh, that's very
Could be a
different from
swimming
door-to-door
certificate, it
salesman.
could be gas safety
What if the
certificate,
mermaid
up to you.
becomes the door-to-door salesman and it's really difficult unless they live in Venice? Because
Could
they
happen.
could just swim from.
Kind of certificate though. That could be an interesting romance.
What does that mean? Get a certificate? Is that a Britishism that I'm not catching?
Do you not have certificates over there, Adrian?
I mean, we do, but what do you mean she has to get a certificate? I don't know what that
oh,
means.
that's the story,
Again,
isn't it?
you're a writer that is open for you to interpret.
Yeah. We're not going to spoon feed
All right,
you.
fair enough.
You could make it about a space station in the shape of a snowflake called the Spark.
Okay. It's not a snowflake, but okay.
It's not a snowflake, but it looks like
No.
a snowflake on the cover.
It's not supposed to look like a snowflake anyway. Hey, Shannon's here.
Hey, Shannon.
Shannon's here. Oh, no, we got rid of her. Shannon, who is the most potty-mouthed author we've ever had on this show.
Can't take
That's
her
your
anywhere.
reputation right there, Shannon.
Her mouth and head are, quite frankly, scandalous. And she spent all of the last stream refusing to say the word penis. Oh, crap, I said penis.
We can leave
Yeah,
it
that
any
could be
point.
another prompt. Maybe there's a recital, a big classical music concert that they have to stand in for at last minute.
Ooh.
I
Imagine
don't know,
putting that in
man.
after.
I'll
I
roll
love that
with
you-
whatever.
Yeah, Martin, you're the only one putting effort into this so
Shannon,
far.
if you have any prompts, we'd love to hear it.
That's my vote.
I didn't say that.
As always, that's not a denial. Emojis are not a denial. Adrian, think of a prompt.
A mermaid is flopping around on the front porch because she's trying to be a door-to-door salesman, but she can't stop saying the word penis at inappropriate times, so she can't make any sales.
Now, is that an
Did I do
aubergine
it
or
right?
a zucchini?
Do I win?
It looks like a zucchini.
I think that's an eggplant.
We call them aubergines.
Aubergines.
I know. I said that to piss you off.
And you succeeded in pissing
Woohoo!
me off. Well, I'm out of ideas. All I can think of is a book and flags.
I have no idea why.
I like that until the inappropriate word. Which one's that, Shannon?
Stop.
Oh, no, I'm being very ready.
All right, what are we doing? We're doing something. Mermaid on doorstep as a salesman.
Let's assign some genres.
Sorry?
Let's assign everyone a genre.
Oh,
Let's do
yeah,
it.
that'll kill some dead air, won't it? Hold on.
How does one assign a genre? With a spinning wheel.
Oh god,
It's
don't get
a-
me started on the wheel. We've had
It's
this
a
discussion.
really good idea.
No, it is not.
Hmm.
The wheel is always biased. It is always biased.
I need to open up a notepad document for this.
Who's spinning first?
Who would like to go? I think it should be one of our lovely ladies because we are polite like that.
Are you though?
British gents.
Crystal, do you want to go first or do you want me to go first?
You go first.
Okay.
Oh, right. And right, are you? I don't know where the button is. Oh, Jesus. Right, spin.
Round and round it goes. Where it stops, the computer knows.
I had this the last time. I told you it's rigged.
Calm down, Michael.
Did you go
Jackson.
first last time?
Maybe I did. It was the four of us, so I
Okay.
probably did.
Who's next?
Yes,
Crystal, you're
Who's
next.
next?
No, shush! I've already said Crystal's going next. You can't usurp the order. It's a cue.
Whose channel is this? Just ask yourself that when you want to figure out who's making decisions.
Okay.
I actually had a play with Mid-Journey with mermaids, and it doesn't really understand them and throws out these terrible freaks.
Romance, but spin again. Oh wow. Crystal, you got a second spin.
I mean, we get to spin again to see what Crystal's romance butt is. Excuse me.
Pardon me?
Romance, but
Oh,
Crystal, you've been here for 12 minutes and you're causing trouble.
just breaking the system.
That's
would have
what
made
you
more sense.
said.
to get
Chaos
the
in
card
you.
game. I'm just going to spin it again.
I'm a chaos gremlin. This is just part of the
Now is a
thing.
great time to promote the Chaos Queens, since we just talked
Romance, but comedy.
about it. Ooh.
All right. You see that? See my comfort zone? We just passed it like 1,200 miles in that direction, but
It's
It's fine.
just
Right.
write a short story about Charles and I'll eat it up. I love that man.
About
God.
Charles.
Oh, it's one of the main characters of her book, and I'm so in love with him. He's a werewolf, but he's great.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Okay.
Write him as mermaid.
Adrian, you're next.
Hit it.
Oh.
A challenge. Challenge accepted.
The rules
Okay.
for historical on Flash of Heart is it has to be set before lunchtime. Anything after 1 p.m. is considered contemporary.
What if you haven't had lunch yet? Does it have to be yesterday's lunchtime?
Breakfast then.
No. When I had lunch.
That is the point at which we're measuring time when Martin had lunch.
Martin's last meal.
Martin, shall I go next? Yes. I don't wait for permission. I'm gonna get romance. Ooh.
How do you feel about this?
I'm quite excited, to be honest. Usually I get lumbered with romance, but alas, not tonight.
You don't see yourself as a romance writer? I couldn't imagine why.
Well, I write romance, but not under my actual name. I keep telling you, my pen name is Regina Hertz.
Jesus Christ, you need to leave.
Hey, you guys know what else is science fiction? This book. It's sci-fi and fantasy, and it's a murder mystery. And there's hover cars, and there's like technology, and there's magic, and there's all kinds of really cool stuff in here. Plus, it
And
gets
it
a
came
little
out today.
spicy.
Ooh.
Little
Maybe
How's that?
spicy.
Romance.
Just a little spicy. Just a little bit.
And you forgot it's psychedelic as well.
Psychedelic. It's got MMA in it. It's got all kinds of stuff.
Hang on, what's
It's
MMA? Oh,
mixed martial arts. Oh, look, there's pages, and the pages have things written on them.
Wow,
Isn't
revolutionary.
that crazy?
My book
You can
doesn't have
read it.
pages.
You can review it. It's awesome.
That is fascinating. I mean, it's really good, obviously. Right, who hasn't been yet? Oh, Martin.
I bet all of those genres would make you very, very happy, right, friend?
Oh yes.
I think Martin could do all three of them in the same
You
story.
could also clump it together. It would work just fine.
Isn't it technically already
Hey.
fantasy just by having a mermaid in it?
No,
Okay.
it
No.
could be a fake mermaid. Like you could just put on a tail that's like made for you. Like you know
Okay.
how there's mermaids in like aquariums,
Sure.
like that pretend to
Yeah,
be.
they swim in the tanks. Yeah.
Yeah, and then they have
Well,
to come
since
up to
we
a
were
tree.
having fun with that, the
Wait a
chat has
minute, those
been
aren't real mermaids.
I'm sorry to break it to you, Adrian. I know it's hard, but sorry.
there's been some shantastic prompt suggestions in the chat, and because they've all been from Shannon,
Yeah.
who is obviously salty about not getting an invite. Martin. And what's she come up with? Mermaid as a doorstep on a doorstep as a salesman. That could
Yeah, that's
work.
what we're going with.
After years on the job search, you finally got your dream job, but it changes you for the worst.
I
Ooh,
like this one because it's very vague. You can do a lot with it.
Yeah. You get a text message from an unknown number saying, "Meet me outside now." Ooh.
That one's also really fun.
Yes.
Oh, yeah, that could be fun. Your fingers tense around the object in your pocket. Oh, it's getting a bit rude. Ready to pull it out at a moment's notice. Oh, my
Hey,
God.
Shannon.
Giggity
We all know
goo.
that Shannon's thinking of a penis there.
Giggity goo.
Man, what did you sign me up for?
You can leave at any point. It's okay. I won't blame you. We will still be friends, and I love you.
Oh,
That's
I'm fucking here for this shit.
Perfect. Ever since childhood, a dark figure no one else can see has been following you around, whispering in your ear. Today you see it lying a few feet away, screaming and asking you to run. Oh, Shannon's good at this.
Very
Damn.
good.
Good at this.
I've
Almost
heard
like
that
she's
one
an author of a
before.
published trilogy.
I want to do
Well, I think-
all of these. I think we should each do one.
Oh,
Not the
do we tell
rules,
the other ones?
Adrian.
Do we not?
I don't
tell
know.
the
It's
other
not my
ones?
show. I don't make up the rules. It's just.
We don't really stick to the rules anyway. A rare form of cancer is the nearest superbug.
Rule.
With a
We're going.
Sorry.
We don't need rules.
You must all find a cure before the population is wiped out. Oh, we don't want to do another pandemic story, do we? That's all a bit.
Also,
on the
do we
nose.
really care if we die out? Like, I'm fine with
thanks,
that.
you've
Like,
just got my channel banned.
This is plenty. I think we've had enough. We can go.
Oh,
Yeah.
so hang on. I can say penis, but not pandemic.
that's where he draws the line.
Oh, hang on. Human beings begin to find themselves growing extra limbs as global warming amps up. Ooh.
No,
That's
no.
mm.
Mm.
Body horror. All right.
nice.
You should put horror on the list of genres, though.
Oh, Martin vetoed that,
That's too
though.
scary.
You're too scary.
You're too scary, Martin. The ocean becomes the sky.
Oh, is this like a prompt for like May Chaos
Nope.
Reign, which is an event that Crystal and her best friends are hosting next month, which is super exciting. You should check out her channel to learn more. It's starting tomorrow because it's May.
That was really well done. Do you fall into the sky ocean?
That's just like living in
No, but
Australia.
anything in
isn't
the
it?
ocean would now be falling out of the sky. Shipwrecks, fish, scuba divers.
Dead people.
Dead?
The megalodon.
Oh, big shark. What could possibly
Blue
go wrong
whales
there?
everywhere.
Crazy stuff. Cthulhu.
Squidward.
The things from Pacific Rim.
Squidward.
Okay, how are we feeling
Kraken.
about the thing is these are all really good prompts, so Shannon
Yeah.
really
Everyone should
gummed
do a
up the work
different
by
one.
suggesting some really good stuff. So Shannon's actually quite
Yeah.
annoyed me.
Oh, Shannon, assign them to us. You made them. Tell us who gets which.
Oh gosh.
Man,
Yeah.
that's not the rules. You're breaking
That's
the rules.
I don't
again.
care about your rules. Yeet me if you want, but I will stay here and defeat the rules until
Yeah.
rude.
You asked for it.
Yep.
I did.
I've got the
I
power
said
of
nothing
not
was
afraid
pretty.
to use it. Oh dear. I think Shannon, do what you want in the chat.
Remove him as an admin is the problem.
Martin, you're the head honcho here. What are we doing? Are we each doing one? Or are we all doing the same?
So, is there a prompt that everyone's particularly taken by that they'd choose if they'd go, yes, I'd do that one?
I
Yeah.
like the text message one.
No, Shannon says she's assigning.
What?
Okay, she's assigning. Yeah, I see that. Yeah, she's assigning. All right,
Well,
Martin,
she
you've been
listens to
vetoed. We're not
me.
listening to you anymore. You took too long.
Martin, you've been impeached as host.
Yeah, we love and appreciate you, but it's not your show anymore.
Yeah, in fact, somebody yeet Martin right out of here. Oh, shit.
Ask me, Jarrett.
And just to punish myself,
Power I wield.
Oh God! Finally,
I'm in the middle.
he's back.
What's happened?
All roads lead to Richard now.
Mm.
Oh. Whoa.
What are you doing?
Making me dizzy.
You know what we need, Martin, to kill this dead air? We need like some kind of card game. That would have been good, wouldn't it?
Feel free to
If
play it.
only.
I don't understand it, but go ahead.
Oh, we've got our first assignee.
Oh no, I wanted that one.
Oh,
Okay.
Tough. It's mine
I'm
now.
playing to Shannon.
Well, you enjoy it. It's probably going to be stupid anyway.
Ooh. I can't write this down. Why is Shannon giving me the hard words? Don't Shannon anymore.
Because she has
I'm
faith
I'm
in
going
you.
to do the Sea Sky one.
That is how you write Crystal. You're good.
that's a nice one. That's a fun one.
That is actually the sound of Dickie's keyboard.
It's also the sound of my wheels turning. Trying to figure out what I'm
Actually, it's
gonna
not
write.
even my clicky keyboard, it's my normal keyboard. So, oh, Crystal's getting the text message one. Well done. Should I be starring this? Martin, you get the human beings begin one. Oh, the extra limbs one.
Now I'm
Ooh.
doing the Sea of the Sky.
But Martin, you're supposed to do as Shannon tells you.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
Yes,
I
you
get the dick one. Good. Great. We love it.
Anne gets the penis one.
I mean,
But Anne, you're writing a thriller. You can't really get a penis in there.
I can cut it off.
Oh,
Nobody said it has to stay with that.
Wow.
Anne, what did a penis
Ow.
ever do to you?
Do you want?
Don't answer that. Don't answer that. Nope, that's a trap. That's a trap.
I have 7 years of relationship trauma to dump on you. Whenever you're ready.
Ooh, it just got dark. Okay, let's just backpedal. Backpedal.
And you're writing a thriller, not a not that. Whatever that is. Martin, have you
Unless
got
it's a '90s thriller. In the '90s, there was boobs and peepees everywhere.
Right. I mean, I was born in '98, so I don't remember much of it. But
It's lucky.
was it that traumatic? I'm so sorry to hear that.
Didn't mess it up.
Now I've got the loud keyboard out.
Oh, good. I missed it.
Also, thank you for running this entire show, Shannon. You are amazing.
Yeah.
Somebody had to.
She's not even on screen because Mark's never invited her.
Right, has everyone got an assignment? Shall we write some flash fiction?
Well, we've all been, I'm scared now.
As you should be.
He sounds angry.
I'm angry.
Oh God,
You ruined it. You made
that's
it weird.
almost as bad as my
Shut up,
last
Adrian.
day of playing the games.
All right. How long do we get to write?
We got 10 minutes.
That's not enough.
2 times 10 minutes.
We get 10 minutes, then we chat some more, and then we question our life choices, and then we do another 10 minutes.
Is it okay if I'm already questioning my life choices?
Yes. And the question is,
No,
is
stick to
Shannon
the schedule.
Shannon, are you going to be writing in the chat?
Do you want to be on screen? I'll send you the link. I don't care what Martin says.
Hang on. Yeah, Shannon, come and have some fun with us.
Shannon also joined us last time Adrian and I were on, right? Because I didn't want to read my shit. And she did.
Is that right?
Shannon's working on AWC stuff. Boo!
Well,
She's
you can
busy.
do that and still be here.
Stop bugging her, man.
That's fine.
She's
Shannon
got work to do, man.
Are we going to stop talking about Shannon in the third person now?
No.
Shannon.
Never.
Shannon. I'm saying Shannon now. Keep saying Shannon. I'm going to make my main character called Shannon now. Right, Martin, have you got the timer ready?
You're damn right.
There's still plenty of time for tomorrow in your time zone.
Everyone good to go?
Yes, dear.
Let's do it.
Oh, Jesus.
It's better if you don't see our faces anyway. Is there a specific word count we're supposed to hit?
And it's talking.
He had a question. Tell me about the rules. Yo, what is this?
What is going on?
Do you also, in our streams lessons, like Celeste doesn't know how to lay out in StreamYard. Do you also not know how to lay out in StreamYard?
I didn't do it. What do me for?
I just assumed chaos with it.
Oh. Ooh, I can do all sorts here. Ooh, I'll do that again. No, okay, I'm going to stop that. Hello. How are we all doing? How are we all feeling after that 10-minute?
I didn't write much, but I wrote, and I like what I wrote. So that's good.
You do? Martin,
Martin,
muted.
you're muted.
Take a sip. He's still muted. Okay, well, no one really knows what's going on with Martin. I think he has left the land of the living.
196 words.
Ooh,
Oh.
you did.
How many did I write? I wrote 155.
Wow. Crystal?
I wrote 187 and would like to preface this. I've never written a flash fiction in my entire life.
Well,
It's okay.
look who's showing off.
Well, speaking of
many
showing
my
off,
thing.
Okay. I didn't say they're good. I said they're words.
I wrote 397, and I think they are good. They are very good.
Whoa! All right,
I'm not
I
showing
take
off.
that back. She's showing off, and
I wrote 312 words.
Close, but not good enough.
I'm in the 300 club, so
I don't want to be in a club with just you.
I'll catch up.
that's
Will
fine.
you?
No, probably not.
I don't quite know where I'm going with this yet, but it's going somewhere.
I know where I'm going with mine. I'll give you a hint. It's set in 1947.
Oh God, are you
Is it
going to
going
make
to-
us fight?
Wait. I just need to check. Let me. Yes, that is before lunchtime. Well done.
I'm glad I met the criteria.
Is yours also taking place on the Spark, Adrian?
No, but you know what does take place on the Spark? Please,
And there is
You
the
should check
Spark
it
on
out.
the cover of that first one. It's
this
that
one is
snowflake
free.
title.
This one is free all week. And this one is not free, but it's on sale. Ebooks, $4.99, 50%
Does that
off.
mean
Did
you're
I tell you
gonna
guys about that already? I can't remember. I'll tell
I
you
don't
again.
think you did. Do you want to repeat it again? Where can we get those books?
One last time.
And,
Oh, okay. So it's available wide. You can get them anywhere. Amazon, Barnes & Noble, Books A Million, whatever you like, whatever your flavor, So just go to booksbyadrian.com. The Universal Book link is clickable right there on the main page. And you can get your own very, very awesome copy. And it's great.
This is the question
See,
I also
a good
want
friend would have
answered.
put your links in the description, but Martin did not do that.
Nah. I mean,
Martin's a
Shannon-
good friend. He just needs a couple extra minutes to.
Yeah, he could be
Find
doing
out.
that right now. He could be also putting the link to my newsletter in the chat.
Oh no, it is in the chat. Have you checked? All of your shit is in
Oh, I
there, and
don't
all of
fucking
his
know
shit is in
anymore.
there, and all of our shit is being ignored.
Oh, hang on. And Shannon, you said you were joking with that question. I'm not joking. I want to try look for free in paperback.
No, I believe the paperback is still 99 cents. I think it's $6.99. Yeah, $6.99. Yeah, the ebook is free. The ebook is free.
I will pay 99 cents for the paperback. There, you said it.
I don't. No, it's $6.99. Sorry.
Oh, Shannon.
Yeah, baby. That is the universal book link.
So does this mean her AWC stuff isn't actually that important if she can do the links as well for here?
He's just a good friend.
She's
Shannon
nailing it.
is
Thank you, Shannon.
amazing. We love Shannon.
Thank you.
I think that's
I
one of
know.
the
I've
few
got
things
one
we can
question
agree
for
on.
Shannon.
Yes.
Are you
What's
eating
your one
ice
question
cream?
for Shannon? She is probably sitting there in her bathrobe with her red wig on, going,
Oh god. You're nice 1 second and then you're with the next one. Why?
and I didn't know it was a wig to begin with. I honestly thought it was her natural hair, just maybe straightened.
I mean, why do you have a red wig if you have red hair?
Yeah, this is a good question for Shannon. Why would a ginger ninja like Shannon have a red wig?
And My dear.
Let's go.
There's no escape, Hen.
Well, I could have hard yeeted if I really wanted to.
You may have answered the question, Shannon, but I've forgotten what you said. Oh. We're getting a bit of
More
insight.
questions.
And
I
now
have,
just
I have more questions now. This did not help, Shannon. Now I have so many more.
Was it your husband's bathrobe as well, or dressing gown, to use the correct
Richard,
UK
what are you
Was it
doing?
your husband?
What is happening right now?
Yeah, I feel like the three in the middle are missing some context.
Yeah.
Oh, Shannon did a sketch where the beginning sort of like 40 seconds is her talking to herself and her alter ego is eating ice cream in a bathrobe while wearing a red wig.
I love that for you, Shannon.
It's almost as good as the time she dressed up as Barrett Laurie for a skit.
I have a vague memory of that.
That was terrifying and brilliant in equal measures. If you don't know who any of those people are, don't worry, it doesn't matter.
I mean, I feel like everyone on AuthorTube knows who Barrett is.
Yeah. Husband in the hair show. Ooh.
Oh.
That is a worthy cause to do silly things for.
Yeah, way to make it weird, Richard.
I didn't make it weird. How did I make it weird?
How did you
I
not
just
make
think-
it weird? How did you not make it weird? All right. What are we doing? Are we writing? Let's write.
Oh yeah, I
Yeah.
haven't even addressed the
Oh,
object
God,
yet.
we're going to the next sprint then, as Adrian's demanded it.
I mean,
Well, if you guys are not bringing productivity, Adrian is. He's a very
oh, okay. It's like that. All right, let's go. And go.
Uh,
Ahoy, hoy.
You just have to finish like this last paragraph. Last paragraph. I'm sorry, I can't hear you.
What?
Right,
I'm telling you.
Santiago.
I actually kind of got into that now. Oh. If I had about another hour, I could actually turn that into quite a good short story. But I'll have to
I
home.
need 2 minutes. Just 2 minutes.
I'm just gonna finish it as we
Anything
do this.
about this show indicated, but we do not take our rules seriously.
No, you've been very serious and professional up until this point.
Should we put the email address up, Martin?
Yes.
It's where you send your stuff. Do it now.
If you send what you've written to that email address, and then we put it up on screen, people like it being on screen.
I feel like if I had 2 more minutes, this would be better.
Yeah, well, you don't.
If you just done what Adrian did and wrote it before we could notice, you'd gotten away with it by now.
Would have gotten away with it if it wasn't for you lousy kids.
How was your first flash fiction, Crystal?
It exists, and kind of want to set it on fire.
That's the spirit. You're getting into this now.
Okay. I'm at 852 words now.
And you still
read
couldn't
fast.
finish, Anne.
Okay.
What is going on?
All right, I'm done. Word count 543.
I got to
Good job,
570.
Adrian.
315.
Do I have to email it? Can I just put it in private chat, the link?
Did you write it as a
394.
Google Doc?
I did.
Why did it have to be complicated, Anne?
Come
Well-
down, Avril Lavigne.
What did you bring me on for if not more chaos? I don't understand what I'm supposed to do.
That is true. I don't even know what episode this is anymore.
I'm gonna share the link in just a sec. I'm trying to get it to do that.
Oh, my story is also really dark.
Ooh.
Mine's kind of dark, actually.
I did use the word dick. So, I am representing Shannon proudly, I hope.
All right, I threw my link in the private chat, and you can.
Oh,
You
look
should
at
be
you
able
following
to
my
access
example,
it.
Adrian.
It makes a lot more sense than emailing it, as long as it works.
Doesn't it?
As long as it works, there's no reason to open up my Gmail. All right, cool.
I mean, I'm a follower, so
Well, Martin and Richard, if you need any more help, just come back to me and I will help you revamp this.
You know, you guys just take notes next time.
Ooh.
I mean,
Number
I feel
one,
like at this
have
point-
Shannon come up with the prompts. Number two, have Shannon assign the prompts. Number three, put the link in the private chat. Done.
Normally, we have a massive audience throwing prompts at us, but you're just such an unpopular guest that no one turns up.
Don't blame this on us. We are doing the most for you right now.
technically I'm the least popular Chaos Queen. So
You are not the least popular, Crystal. You are lovely.
analytics don't lie, babe. Analytics don't lie.
Well, if it makes you feel any better,
Wow.
Michael is the least favorite 3-nut, but I feel nobody is surprised at that.
I'm
No.
gonna die if not surprised.
Surprisingly, it's not Violet who took the crown, though. I think I got more votes than her. And the best nut.
I mean, you are adorable and I love you so much.
Oh, you're adorable and I love you.
Does nobody love me?
We could pity say it, but you know we wouldn't mean it.
to be fair, this is the
Crystal
first
doesn't
time
know you.
Yeah,
It's true.
we just met.
And your first impression has been on our crazy, nutty stream that we do.
Well, Crystal is one of my best friends. She knows Nutty. if anyone does.
Well, she puts up with you, Anne, which is quite a tall order at the best of times.
Is this not the show that you hosted? I was invited on repeatedly.
What are we spinning?
Markham is desperate.
We're not spinning anything. I'm looking at something else. Never mind.
Well, it's okay.
I thrive on
I'll always
chaos.
be here to save.
It's
Yeah.
fine.
No.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh, the chat's been popping up. Oh,
Has
it's mostly Shannon and Adrian.
To nobody's surprise.
Hang on. This is true. It's not usually the time, but it is a bank holiday this week in the UK. So, Martin,
We also have a holiday.
should we squeeze one in? Oh yeah, in the UK and some of Europe.
Fuck
not
you.
America.
And
Fuck
also China.
you.
I didn't know if it counted France as well. But no one cares about France.
It does. In
Nobody does. We hate
France do
them
have
with a
May
very
Day
burning
off.
passion. We hate the
Look,
France more than we hate the English.
I like
Look,
French bread. French
Look,
fries.
we are, not
kissing.
Adrian, and we're agreeing
French fries
now.
are actually from Belgium.
Yeah. Which, I mean, half of Belgium speaks French, right? So it's kind of France 2.0.
Belgian waffles.
Oh, we love a good waffle, don't we?
We
I want
do.
waffles
We
now.
talked about waffles earlier.
Chocolate.
Oh, yesterday?
Hold on.
All right. Who's reading first?
Shush! I'm getting
I'm
story
excited. I'm excited.
And it's
Adrian,
me.
do you want to go first?
No, I don't. I'm terrified. I just want to hear everyone else's.
Mine is like levels of dumb that should not be seen by in public.
Okay. Oh, hang on. Let me get rid of that. Okay. Oh, let's get rid of that. Hang on. Oh, I forgot to do it.
Flash.
Saviors.
That's why it's
That was
the
beautiful.
program.
You should make a jingle for them.
You know, I've been saying to Martin we should have like a theme song. He's like, now
I
he's
bet
like,
that's his exact reaction. But, I mean, he is talking to
That
you
sounds
when
just
he's
like
talking
that's a
about that.
dead on balls impression, man. Everything I've ever said to Martin, I've always pictured that voice when I read his response back to me.
we'll do it on three. On 3, 2, 1.
I'm not participating in this bullying. Mark
on.
was my second favorite person here.
And it's not like you to pass up the opportunity to bully people.
I will always bully you, but I do have boundaries.
Yeah, not bullying Martin. Okay, I'm going to read my story. Oh my god. Zombies following bees. So the idea is that we all read our own stories. So if you didn't gather that aspect, surprise! Okay. This is allegedly my story. I could have just got ChatGPT to write this, couldn't I? Oh, maybe I'll do that next time. Anyway.
Cheating.
No, it's not cheating.
It is.
Listen. You know all about cheating, don't you?
What's that supposed to mean?
Easy.
I know. Right. Okay, I'm going to read my story now. So, shush. Professor Houston left the lab and entered the alleyway. From a pocket on her person, she pulled a pack of cigarettes. Her bony fingers pulled one of the sticks from the cardboard and lifted it to her lips. Another day, she said, another failure. She lit the cigarette and inhaled deeply. The fire and ash lit up her throaty vapours. It had been. The samples had died again. They always died right on the verge of success. But it works in the simulation, she said to no one, not even herself. Why not in reality? A cold wind whipped down the alleyway, leaving pinpricks of shivers running down her spine. What do you want? Houston swiped at the darkness. I keep telling you, leave me alone. The door to the laboratory opened, bringing a waft of the smell of death. A deep coppery smell, that was the blood. The entrails leaving a thick, almost savoury odour like gravy, and fine bone dust that puffed like flour. She shook her head. She couldn't go back in and face that. Houston looked down. Her white smock and jacket was ruined, stained by the innumerable traces from her work here. She wanted to feed the world, which needed feeding like nothing more, but each larvae seemed to gestate until it erupted in a thick soup of pus and entrails. How had it come to this? The wind blew again, focusing Houston into clarity. She looked towards the end of the alleyway, seeing something that in the faded street outside. She stepped closer. A pile of rags, cloaked by the smoke and steam that emitted from every part of this building, was a figure. That figure. And she knelt down. Are you? The figure turned over, the black shawl that hid its features falling away to the pavement, revealing a deathly, emaciated figure that had pallid skin running from dishevelled bones. Sunken eyes dissolved into blackness. Houston gasped and scuttled backwards. The dark, soulless eyes followed her. You, it said, raising what looked like an arm shrouded by the shawl. The shawl fell away, revealing a bare skeleton of ancient grey bones. Run, Professor Houston, run! The words came from the skull's jaw, which fell away to the ground with a hollow crack. What the hell are you? You've known me all your life, the figure said, now rising. The devil knows what work you do. Now run, Professor Houston, before he comes to consume your very soul. Houston's face hardened. You can't be what you claim to be. You're an aberration, the devil yourself, because I spent 30 years casting you out of my life. Wherever you are, she said, taking a deep breath, you can't fathom to know me. The ghoulish figure cocked its head, considering. Heed my warnings, maiden, or the life you seek to create will be drawn from your very being. You forget the promises we made. Houston remembered, though didn't want to. She remembered screaming as a little girl, a piercing shriek so loud it woke almost the dead. And this figure, now in front of her, was always there too, at the end of the bed, at the end of the hall. It fed from the darkness. I have no idea where I was going with that. Adrian, you're on mute.
Yeah, I just figured that out. I like the tone, man. You got some real, like, consistent tone throughout this whole thing that just makes you like it like winds you up. You know what I mean? Like you're just.
I was trying to go for like the almost like
tight.
Soil of Green aspect, like she's trying to sort of create some sort of horrific food product, and then somehow it's coming back to her. But if you gave me more time, I could probably develop that into something a lot more cohesive.
I thought this was y'all's show. What do you mean if we gave you more time? Why don't you give us more time?
Right.
Shannon liked
There's
it.
no more
Even
time.
though she was,
Resource.
Shannon liked it. It wasn't actually written about Shannon. Just Professor Houston just became the name I went with.
Mm-hmm.
Was it written about Whitney?
Sorry?
Was it written about Whitney?
Whitney?
Houston?
Oh! No, sadly not.
Was
it
Apollo
written about
13
Sam?
Sam Houston. I should have started the story with the line, Houston, we have a problem.
I think that you don't own that.
No. But yeah, that was my story. Thank you for listening. Hopefully you liked parts of it.
I hated when you said maiden. I gagged.
Yeah, I was kind of going into that kind of oldie worldy kind of like talk, and I was like, oh.
Yeah, no, it's absolutely
Worldy.
awful. I hate it.
I was like, I've got a minute and a half left. Who cares? I'm just gonna get it down.
Fair. Very fair. If we had more time on your show.
I mean, if we ask God himself, he may let us have more time. Martin, what do you think about that?
I think it's quite plainly obvious that if we had more time with Anne on this show, we would not get more done.
I have written almost 900 words in 20 minutes. I have been the most productive out of everyone here.
Well, what do you want, a medal?
Yes.
You spent the whole day texting me instead of doing writing during sprints on your own.
Yeah, you
No, this is
you were texting. This is not a me fault.
Wait, this is a great question. Guys, what do we win at the end of this? The winner gets something, right?
A copy of your book.
Glory.
Everyone else buys the
Eternal
book of the
glory.
winner.
What more do you want?
I already gave away all the copies I had.
How dare.
I know, and Martin did a terrible job winning one for me.
Well, if you bring Crystal, they buy my mugs.
I was tricked.
You were tricked.
I feel like
Speaking of Martin, it's time for his story.
Like Crystal
Hey, it's
talk.
like guy I am.
Okay.
Love, what were you saying? Speak. I swear they're not always this mean.
It happened in an instant.
No, I was making a slightly self-deprecative crack, where it's like, oh yeah, the winner has everyone else has to buy the winner's books. I'm like, cool. That means I'm not going to win anyway because I don't have any books for people to buy.
But
Do you
you're
have a
working on
Ko-fi,
it.
Do you have a Ko-fi for people to donate to?
I do. It
See,
exists.
there you go.
I'll fight. Oh wait, I don't have a wrench. I can't drop it. Martin doesn't love me.
What, Martin? How could you?
I have a wrench on Crystal's and Richard's
The
channel.
private chat.
No, that's not good enough for me.
She's very demanding.
She really is. I mean,
It is what it is.
yow. Martin,
You
you want
love
to
it.
read now?
Shall we?
All of you.
Well, should we just get Anne to read hers?
I can do that, but then I can't find Crystal's Ko-fi. Okay. I wrote it in second perspective. So don't mind me. Your finger stands still on the object in your pocket, ready to pull it out at the moment's notice. Years you've held onto the only memory you've been granted to keep, treasuring it as your reminder of the wrench you vowed to bring a decade ago. When your wife was murdered, you set out to follow the path of the law. You listened to the officers assuring you did everything they asked you to and kept your mouth shut for months following the worst day of your life. And even after the anniversary passed by, twice, you had no answers. Nobody to hold you accountable for the bleeding in your chest. You waited as long as you could before you could not spend another breath sitting useless around the house that feels too cold, too empty for your lone self. You did the only thing you can think of and look through social media accounts, journals, and messages of your wife. Nothing sparked suspicion, but you dug deeper. You cornered the people she knew until you revealed her secret. And you can't fault her for it, not after all you've learned how the love of your life has suffered at his hands for years. 17-year-olds were easy to manipulate, and the thought of her teacher abusing his power and later the life partner no longer by your side, bile rises to your mouth. You swallow down as you've done with bottle after bottle, trying to drink the pain away. But the ice still pierces your chest while the rage simmers around your blood. You had to get him, and today is that day. He has done as poorly as you'd expected of a high school math teacher fucking his students, and you don't understand, still, why your desk lover was the object of his desire, or why he kept her hidden in his flat for years. You don't understand why he never listened to her no, or why he had to get off. But you've hacked into his computer and seen the videos. The videos she shared on countless dark websites to share your vulnerable lover's worst horror with the entire world. The videos he's opened up to the public of creeps, stalkers, rapists, and murderers. Those monsters have laid their eyes on your beautiful wife, and the monster responsible will pay for it today. You wash out the washed-out curtains hang low into the windows, darkness shining behind them. You know he is home. He always is at that time of the day. High off the pills he stole from a student, pants down to his knees, and storm revenge upon blasting. His neighbors complained, but finally moved away 3 weeks ago. That leaves you 2 days to finish it, before the new couple will move in. And they seem lovely. You wouldn't want them to find him. But you have to take your time, as he did with your precious all those years ago. You slip in through the back door. The lock has been broken for months, but the poor drunk cares little about anything but his sick fantasies anyway. You hear the cries and moans alike, booming from the living room. His back is to you, the high of the patched chair blocking your view, but you know he has a stick in his hand. The rope you brought is crimson red, and you wrap it around both fists, leaving enough space between them for a human neck. You tried this countless times, and you know how to do it without killing him on impact. You want him unconscious, but alive. He needs to suffer for his doings, and you will be the law. He is focused on the montage before him, an innocent woman crying out loud. You brace yourself and strike. The rope presses against his throat before he has a chance to react, his head frantically trying to move around. His hands, wet from the lotion beside him, reaches up to make room to breathe. But you've already wrapped the rope around his neck and have an empty hand to pull the paper towel out. It's soaked, and a few heartbeats later, the worn body sacks down, unconscious. You shut the laptop, firing the entire thing against the wall. Next, you pull him off the chair and onto the small table before. He's too long and too fat to fit, but you make it work. His limbs hang oddly, and you bind them together to the best of your ability. Slowly, you circle him once, pulling out the amulet you've held onto. You kiss the little picture of your wife before putting it back in your pocket. She doesn't have to see this. Instead, you reach into your backpack and pull out a knife. You will cut off his stick first, then slowly, finger by finger, you will enter his throat and slice it open to bleed him dry. And then you wait for the police, because your wife is avenged, and you can't wait to meet her in the future. I told you it was dark.
I vote Anne wins.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
Add Anne wins. Can I go home?
No, don't go
Right?
home.
God damn.
Okay, we
Canon
won't
like
be getting
it.
any more stories after that.
Yeah,
Thank you,
I
Kevin
think
Christopher.
that does it.
Friends, no.
God. Done.
Thanks everyone for tuning in. Bye.
Ha.
I appreciate you guys. Thank you.
That was dope.
See, this
That was
is
dope.
why we bring Anne on, because she channels all of her chaos into this. I mean, holy shit.
And it gave me the vapors.
I'm hiding under my hood. I don't do this very often.
I'm terrified.
I appreciate you.
She went full introvert.
I am
You never go full
scared of
introvert.
Anne now.
You should be.
And that was really good. And
I'll
so,
say,
That was
when you
dope.
scare the vampire, you know you did a good thing.
and you should write a whole book of this.
I don't know. We'll see.
Mhm.
I shouldn't have agreed to write flash fiction on a day where I'm promoting a book, because now I'm going to be like, oh, this is shit, and nobody's going to want to buy my
No.
book.
Adrian, I bet your book is wonderful. I can't wait to get my copy.
Thank you. My book is going to be awesome.
Shipping in 1 to 2 months.
The ebook is available now.
There you go. And who wants to go next then?
Someone.
No one volunteers. I will pick. I pick Martin.
Good choice. I would have picked Martin too.
It happened in an instant. Fish had covered Nova Scotia. The Pacific garbage patch had ended up in Nevada, and 3 blue whales had landed on Wales. The 24-hour rolling news had been full of endless speculation, as had the meetings in the Cabinet Office of number 10 Downing Street. It had been just after lunchtime on a Tuesday. Some claimed the Earth tilted on its axis, others that it was over in an instant. All that is actually known is the world's ocean had replaced the sky above, and whilst water seemed content to hang there, various sea life and a plethora of man-made crap had rained down on the land below. The damage was beyond measure, and the death toll catastrophic. A base jumper in Land's End wearing a geotag was believed to have made it to the Earth's crust. It had been 2 weeks. The charity fundraising had come and gone, along with the first responders and the charity single. Now all that was left was the memes. A few cameras had caught the event as it happened, mainly low frame rate security cameras, but they had been re-edited into looped GIFs. The redhead fish girl from the old cartoon film was in a popular one. There had been no word from the airlines. Some speculated they were instantly sunk, others that they were now trapped underground. No one liked to think about it, and what had happened to the Channel Tunnel had classified with enough stamps to keep it hushed up the next 50 years. International trade had taken a big hit. The ocean now starting at 10,000 feet. There was no way to reintroduce aviation, but plans were afoot to attempt an dirigible flight across the channel. None of this had eased the markets that were in freefall. A few insisted that the moment to invest was now, as these days would make millionaires. Also, crypto bros were saying, well, the same thing they said under any circumstances. Before fresh supplies ran out, the last battered cod sold for £10,000. Another was auctioned on eBay a week later for a fraction of that cost to the buyer who's still in hospital with food poisoning. Also, if the sun turns blue, that could be a problem.
I love when you're being funny.
That was hilarious.
That was great.
The plot twist was Martin was trying to be serious with that one.
No,
No, it was funny. That was
It was
good.
funny. Yeah, very good.
I enjoyed that.
I like that the water stayed up there. It just seemed content to stay up there. You said, I love that.
I was getting World War Z vibes from that one.
I sort of found myself a bit of a Douglas Adams place. It's just like, well, that can't happen, but it had. So, what would be the logistical fallout?
You get Shannon's seal of approval. We like that. Well done, Martin.
Thank you.
Huzzah.
Who would like to go next? Okay. Thing is, no one answered.
I knew you were going to do that. All right. And this is why we edit. There's a typo in the first sentence. Okay, here we go. It was 1947, and Marv had worked at Area 51 for over 20 years. He'd sat at that damn cubicle staring at that stupid screen, knowing the universe's secrets were all around him, but he wasn't privy to any of it. Day in and day out, he watched men in white lab coats coming and going from the more secretive lower levels of the underground facility. Every day, he smelled the sterility of the air that whooshed out of the open elevator doors. But on some days, when something pressing was undoubtedly going on in those lower levels, Marv felt he could taste the fear of his colleagues in the air. Even without any concrete information, everyone knew when something was up. And on this day, something was up. The rumors spread quickly through the staff. A craft had crash landed nearby. Wreckage and possibly more had been recovered. The buzz was all around. "Marvin Lightman?" The voice came from behind him. Marv spun his chair around, stopping short with his rubber heels on the tile floor. "Yes, sir? You applied for the top secret lower levels internship." Marv wasn't sure if that was a question or a statement, so he simply blinked a few times and said, "Sure. As you know, we fill those positions on a case-by-case basis as needed per the higher-ups' decisions." "Are they still called higher-ups if their offices are in the lower levels?" Marv's wit was completely wasted on the lab coat, who adjusted the round glasses on his face and said, "Yes." "Right. Today the case is we need a new top-secret lower levels intern." "You guys should really think about shortening that. The acronym looks like nonsense. Are you always like this with the ideas?" "I used to be, but if it's a problem, I'm not that guy anymore. I've changed." The lab coat wrote something on a clipboard and turned, walking away from Marv. Halfway down the main floor, he stopped and looked back. "Are you coming, Marvin Lightman?" "Oh." Marv caught up as quickly as he could, and the pair walked side by side the rest of the way to the elevators. They waited in silence until Marv said, "So what do you guys need from Wait for the elevator." Oh. The doors opened with a hiss, and they got in. This time, the air in there did not smell sterile. It smelled like rotten fish and eggs, and Marv's stomach did somersaults. He plugged his nose. "What's that smell?" The elevator plunged into the depths of the facility. "Your new job." "Huh?" "You've been waiting for over 20 years for this position. I advise you to show some appreciation to the heads of the department down here." "What do I do?" The elevator came to a smooth stop. Adrian ran out of writing time. The doors opened. Tentacles burst through the doors and grabbed Marv. The lab coat watched in silence as Marv was hoisted up by his ankles. The tentacles peeled the skin, separating it from the rest of Marv, who screamed in agony. The thing dropped him to the ground with a splat, and Marv died. And whatever that thing was, slipped Marv's skin on like a suit and lived a long, full life out in the world.
What? No! Ew!
I ran out of time. I had to rush the ending.
Adrian,
Still ew.
all I would say to that is I would read 149,000 words of this.
Well, I'll tell you what you can read 149,000 words of. This bad boy right here. This motherfucker right here. Murder Mysteries in a Sci-Fi Fantasy World. The ebook is only $4.99 this week.
Wait, can we get it again, Adrian? Tell us.
Everywhere. Booksbyadrian.com.
We did have...
There's a link in the chat.
For Adrian's piece, because that was really good.
Yeah, thoughts? Give me critiques or something.
It was a typo in the first sentence.
I really like the tone,
Mhm.
and I like how he's cheeky, and no one cares for his cheekiness.
That is
Probably the reason he was chosen.
Yeah.
Like, get rid of that guy. He's annoying.
Right people. He's annoyed the right people. Yeah, it was a good tone, you know. I like where it was going, but yeah, no, really well done. So, you know, I think you definitely went with the brief. So well done.
Yeah, and it's still historical fiction because it took place in 1947.
I mean, that has zero impact on the story, except for the first sentence where you said it, but...
The saying that you said it's in 1947, he's been working for 20 years in front of screens, so they didn't have TV back in 1927.
I did the assignment, man. Yeah, sure they did. It's Area 51. They had stuff you didn't know about, man. They had aliens. You don't know what they got down there. Their hammers are made out of like titanium and stuff. You don't know.
Some people came in while we were reading.
Really? Oh,
here.
Hi.
Hello.
Hello.
And the
Sorry
lovely
for the
Emma
weird
Bennett,
story.
who was
Emma.
invited but said no. So,
Oh,
cheeky
Emma
turn
hates
up
you.
there, isn't it?
Do you guys know what Emma won today? She won one of these.
I thought
During
she
my
wanted
launch
two
party.
of them.
How exciting! Are you
thought
gonna
she
send it
won
to
two
her?
of them.
All signed.
Are you going to be signing them, Adrian?
Of course. I'm not a Neanderthal. Yes, I will
Signed
sign
by
them and personalize them in some way for the person receiving it.
See, Martin, this is what I could have got if you'd actually, put some effort in, but
I knew what I was doing.
I'm sure you did.
I'll
You
say
put
this,
in the right effort for the right person.
Richard. There will be more giveaways in the future, possibly in the future of this very week.
What?
Who knows?
Ooh.
Who knows?
I
It's a
don't
little
enjoy that.
tease
too
for you.
much. Ooh. Adrian, you tease. What are you like?
You know.
We've gone off the rails again, haven't we?
Or are we on the rails?
We're getting railed.
Ooh.
No.
Backpedal.
No.
You broke Crystal. Okay, it's time for her to read.
Oh, I'm going through the comments.
Oh, sorry. My bad.
That's like
Not
one
myself.
comment.
Maggie
shut
got
up.
2K written on a Camp Nano Fine Mo, whatever the hell that is.
Finish.
That's good. Emma is in a food coma.
Oh,
She's eaten too much roast dinner. Her tummy hurts. So she's going to have some
but we'll have
chocolate
some chocolate
buttons.
buttons. Makes sense. Makes sense.
Shannon has cropped in. So it's sci-fi fantasy. She liked it. So
But it wasn't supposed to be sci-fi fantasy. It was supposed to be historical fiction.
Historical fantasy fiction.
Assignment
Obviously.
failed, Adrian. You are at the bottom of the list.
Historical fantasy fiction.
Yeah.
No.
I nailed it.
Hang on. Next
you.
time she's Ben as your avatar. What? What did Ben do?
Be nice.
He was also invited and said no.
Oh, well. Adrian and I are just your backup friends. Like, if everyone else says no, you get Adrian and me because we will say yes.
And you are my last resort friend.
Man, you're opening my eyes.
I am. We should start our own show and never invite them.
Or only invite them after everyone else says no.
But then we're still stuck with them again. But at least we get to bully them.
Yes, but they'll get a taste of their own medicine.
I like it.
I
We should
mean,
plan it.
Shannon, I did insist in the chat that Ben should be my champion, but he turned me down. So it's like, fine, whatever. I'm not going to be.
Violet, you're supposed to be our
Violet
drink
is-
king. What are you doing here? Go get lit.
Excuse me.
Violet's in Cologne for the weekend. So
Hang on, isn't that aftershave?
Where is Cologne?
it's a German city, and it's like it has all the party.
It's a very
great.
nice place at the Rhine. You've got a cathedral. You've got a boat
It's
hanging
very
from
beautiful.
a tower.
A little bit of this.
We should all dance.
I don't want to dance with you.
Don't dance. Don't ask me.
And Ben won the book for Natalie. I see how it is. He prefers Natalie to me, so.
Yeah, Natalie, Emma, and who else won? Margaret.
Margaret won.
Good
We
people.
like Margaret. Good people.
Which is good because I need some females to write some reviews because my lead is a female and I need reviews that say that that's not a bad thing because you know how.
What
it
are you
is.
gonna do to get reviews,
Richard is
Adrian?
the perfect
Are you gonna buy
opportunity
my
to yell,
books?
"Me, I won! Send me a book," and would have got one too.
I mean, when I review it, Adrian, I can review it from my female alter ego.
Don't say it. Don't.
I'm not. No, it's a different one to that one.
I'm gonna leave for real.
Don't leave me.
Can't
man.
leave because Crystal hasn't read her story yet. Speaking of which,
Oh, bloody hell.
You got this,
Let's
Bessie. I
go.
love you.
I mentioned never done anything like this before.
I love you
haven't
after
read
it too.
anything.
I promise.
So, dating in a fishbowl sounded like a horrible idea. Everyone puts their numbers in a stupid glass bowl and then leaves. And only to actually have the date later. Sarah wouldn't even have considered it if not for the multiple failed dating apps, the weird club hookups, and that coworker her mother's girlfriend set her up with. Why the hell not? The rules were simple. First name, phone number. No more, no less. No address to meet, no description, no hobbies. Name, number, get the hell out. Which is exactly what she did, not wanting to stay a second longer in an abandoned beach house on the coast in the middle of the night. So she wasted very little time crossing the pier to her cafe job that she was already 20 minutes late for. Her phone vibrated in her pocket of her jeans as she tossed her purse into the little cup he provided. Meet me outside now. She turned and looked out the window to see a half-naked man standing on the beach, waving with a phone in his hand. He looked like something out of a dime store novel. Open flowing shirt, leaving nothing to the imagination. Tight jeans and long waves of dark hair.
Can you make Charles look like this in your book, please?
Charles does not look like this. This is a new character.
Oh, Charles could be more naked though.
Anne, I'll hurt you. Was this fishbowl guy? Had it only been a half an hour since she put her name in? How did he find her so fast? Was he following her? She shuddered and stepped forward, her eyes locked on the stranger. She quickly bolted the door closed and drew down the white window shades before returning to her phone. No. Dating in a fishbowl was a stupid idea. And even if he was hot, she wasn't going to be commanded out onto the empty beach in the middle of the night.
Finally, a character that has some sense in them.
I want to know what happens next. I love the tone of it. It was very kind of like, excuse me. I love the tone. It was definitely giving that kind of like rom-com vibe. So well done.
Yeah,
really
very well done.
For
your first flash.
I mean,
thought the initial thing was dating in a fishbowl. But I was like, okay, it's different.
Hey, I thought about that, but like, there is only so much romance somebody like myself could possibly write without copious amounts of alcohol. So
that's okay. We love you just how you are.
But that was really good. Well done.
Thank you.
I really enjoyed the vibe here.
Yeah.
And
it was
the
fun.
common sense.
Yeah, the common sense is new to main characters.
Right? Because if it was, somebody else writing it, they would have totally gone out there onto a midnight beach snog.
Yes. Thrown all their clothes away while they're going.
Yep.
Obviously. Match the half nakedness.
Yeah. 100%.
I see it.
You know what might be interesting is to follow this character who only makes sensible decisions to every obstacle in front of her, but every sensible decision still somehow leads to another obstacle. So she just keeps doing the right thing, and it just keeps sending her more and more into chaos.
Even as it's just like, I hate you.
And at the end, the twist is she makes a chaotic decision, and it actually turns out to be a really mundane, but nice ending.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
that
Like
would be
it
nice.
like everything just pieces out once she does like one crazy thing.
See, Crystal, you got a lot of ideas if you ever want to pick this back up again or continue.
I have a
That one
4-book
writes
series
itself.
to finish.
Oh yeah, don't focus on anything but Charles. I need him in my life. And pets, but he's a fiction character, so as helpful, in my life.
That was a great first finish. So well done. You should
That
be
was
very proud
fun.
of yourself.
Every story was really good too. That was
They were all unique too, which is
Yeah.
great
Fun.
if you don't have the same prompt.
Yeah, and I actually did the prompt. Like even though I had to rush the ending, I actually managed to stick to the prompt.
You did the prompt, but not the genre. Good job.
I did. It was historical. Historical
You mentioned it
fiction.
wrong.
Let's do something totally different.
It was 1947.
Now we're
So
just
you
going to
say.
talk, but it doesn't matter.
You know how long ago that was?
Ages ago.
I have to say, every time
67
we
years
do
ago?
this, I'm always kind of amazed at the quality of the writing that comes out of all of the panelists. But yeah, no, it was really good. I think we've all, had some fun with this and written some good stuff. So just want to congratulate all the panelists.
A lot of people are quick to judge this show for being unconventional, and yet the work it puts out never fails to impress.
That's true.
Why are you doing that?
That was the most polite, angry little Britishism that I think you've ever done. You were very polite, but so angry.
Someone should clip that.
Oh,
Feel free.
Shannon. She's still here. Oh, here we are. Now, funnily enough, this brings me to a story that Martin wrote. What was it called? This postbox
Can
has
we
a
write that
time
down
bomb,
as a
right?
prompt for next time?
Sorry?
Can we write down Victorians or Vikings as a prompt for next time?
Not anything else, just Victorian, and then you get like comedy.
and I'll get it
Victorian
again, and I'll
and
still turn it
Viking.
into a sci-fi.
We all
Shannon
know.
loves the stories. Thank you, Shannon. And it's great to have you in the background.
And then the Viking ship fell through the portal and ended up on Mars. And that thing,
Because it was
that thing got really hairy.
1947.
Vikings on Mars coming next summer.
Yeah. Vikings on Mars in 1947.
Wow, you got everything in there.
Exactly.
Are they dating in a fishbowl?
In a fishbowl. We need to have some kind of shrink ray first. Ooh.
I mean, it could just be a really
Or a
big,
big
fishbowl.
Isn't the ocean a fishbowl technically?
Maybe the fishbowl is the name of the bar or the club.
Isn't
Oh,
Earth
that would be a
just
good twist.
giant fishbowl?
It is. A natural, one, but I think it is.
Crystal has the look of someone who just realised they could have had a much easier time if they just thought of that.
Yes.
Crystal is the only one that actually volunteered to be here.
Actually, that's not true. I did.
That's
I
only 'cause you've got a book to sell.
requested to come in. Yeah, I want to print my book, which, by the way, is out now today. It's a murder mystery set in a sci-fi fantasy world. It's a big beefy boy. It'll be a nice fun read for you. 39 chapters.
Is it in KU or is it wide? The ebook.
It is wide.
It is quite wide.
Isn't that
It's
your
quite a
Twitter
big
bio?
paperback.
A big beefy boy.
It's wide. Yeah, it's everywhere.
It's thick.
Thick.
Chunky.
I hate that.
What? Chunky?
All of
No,
it.
thick.
Yeah. Thick is worse than chunky.
Yeah.
It's thick and chunky.
Is thick up there with moist? Because I know it's always
Oh, moist.
thick or
Is your book moist?
No, thank goodness my book is not moist. Well, actually, the spice level is a little, so maybe there is a little moisture, between.
Is
the
there
pages.
also some flange in there?
Some what? Excuse me.
Flange.
I don't know what that is. What is
And
it?
you don't want to.
Well, now
It's
I
a
do.
guitar pedal.
A moist flange.
That doesn't sound right.
I think it's time to end the stream, Martin.
Right, thank you, Johnny. Bye.
Run for your lives.
Marketing hints from Richard.
I don't know what you're talking about, but I know what I'm talking about. I'm talking about this book right here.
As you should.
Oh, that's funny. Hang on. Adrian's been studying me for months. Is that what that red light in the corner is?
My next stream, there's like American flags everywhere.
Oh, that's a good idea. Have me on, I'll bring German flags.
There's Puerto Rican flags and American flags, and like,
All that Adrian needs now is a link to his newsletter in a plastic folder thing.
No, I'm classy. I actually put it up on the screen.
Adrian likes thick books.
Yeah.
Brown chicken, brown cow. Ooh. Someone should clip that as well.
Nope.
Brown chicken, brown cow.
Speaking of books, I've also got a book out that no one cares about.
You have multiple books out.
I care about it. I just care about mine more right now. Hey, I read that one.
You did.
I didn't.
It's on a list of books, isn't it?
Is it?
And I'm pretty
It's
sure
on
you
the shelf.
buy books to put them on your shelf, don't you?
Well, I'll show you the cubicle when the other one gets you.
The cubicle.
Like, yeah, I have like small shelves, and so like I'll make a
Oh,
cubicle.
we're
Like, over there
moving.
like that. I'll make a cubicle for like my sci-fi, so that will be like Martin's and Mark's books, and I'll make my one for like random shit, so that'll be yours and Estelle's.
Dope.
I will take it. I love the couch, by the way.
Would you consider having a copy of this bad boy on your shelf?
I
Prominently
did
displayed,
order a copy.
facing
No,
outward.
Yeah.
You know, with it, like the stand that makes it look like this.
I have a stand like that. I may be able. I mean, you have to fight with space for Martin and Mark, I guess.
I want a wall.
A wall of
I
your
want a
book.
whole wall with one copy of my book.
If you provide the space, the shelves, and the books,
I'm out.
well,
Pass.
Richard, do you want to do your
around the
outro?
room and say
Yes.
goodbye to people?
Yes.
Adrian's done his. We can skip.
I've
Yeah,
done
we-
mine. I've done mine a
Adrian-
lot. I've done mine a lot.
Adrian talks about himself too much. Bye then.
you can't just do that.
Booksbyadrian.com.
All right then. Anne, do you want to talk yourself out of here?
I don't know, do I? I'm Anne.
Crystal, you get to talk yourself out of here. Oh,
I don't have books to plug, but if you want to watch some gaming chaos, you can head over to my YouTube channel. That's fine. Eventually, I'll finish my book. Fine.
You better fucking finish that book. I need Charles.
I'm on revisions. Calm the fucking tits,
No,
oh my
they are not
word.
calm when Charles is around.
I finished the book.
woman.
Oh, hi.
Okay, I will talk about myself because no one else is going to talk about me. I'm Richard. I'm the author of this book. Go and buy it now. It's almost as good as Adrian's book.
That was sweet.
So yeah,
He hasn't read it yet.
I was just
Well-
assuming it. I'm assuming it's good then.
Martin said it was great.
Oh well, if Martin said it's good. Speaking of Martin,
I'm Martin. This is my channel. I am co-author of the McMurdo Rift series. Check out bradleylejeune.com for more of that. And keep an eye on the channel for some very exciting things coming down the pipe. And
Oh,
thank you for
like
watching,
what?
if indeed you still are.
I am so excited. I can't contain myself.
Is it like
Um,
a sexy pipe?
I'm getting in
Have you
trouble.
heard
in the
that
comments.
Martin's sex pipe?
Oh, Crystal,
And
you have
on
shit
that
to do.
note, thank
I
you
do.
and good night.
That's the timer.
I'm sorry, Violet.
Well, he just doesn't want to see our faces anymore, and I get it.
I'm sorry. Make chaos rating super important.
Classic.